Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to your next coverage of Thought Insurance. Your next premium will include one bear. We're already getting it.
Turn your phone off, man. I'm just telling.
I got a Snapchat. Let me
Just that might just work, actually.
hopefully that works.
I think you should start doing that more often.
Do it with yours too. I don't want to.
My phone doesn't do it. We've covered this. My phone doesn't. It's only your phone.
My old phone did it. I get a new phone.
It still does
the
it.
The new phone does it worse.
And my phone is just fine, which is odd. I don't know how that works, but anyways.
This is a load of bull.
Yeah, Major, get on the mic.
All right.
Tell them your truth.
So, my truth today is a bear fact.
That's your truth today?
Yeah, we got.
We should do a squid fact.
We're only on episode like 58.
I think 57. Yeah, 57.
57? Wait, this is 57?
This is.
Hang on, let me go look this up.
I'm telling you, I posted it yesterday. It was 57 today.
All right. Yeah, so I think we should change it like 75, maybe 100.
It's 75 or 100. That's a lot of bear facts.
I know.
Are there 100 bear facts out there?
I get OCD, so I need this to be like whole, kind of.
55 is a pretty whole number.
50 works better than 55, man. 60 doesn't work that well. 75 works better than 55, I'll tell you
Just
that.
think about this, like 11 times 5. I mean, that's pretty whole right there.
I know, but like it has to end with a 0, like.
Can it end with a 5?
75.
Why 75?
Do you not understand?
I see what you're saying, but at the same time, I don't.
It's got to have, and then squid facts, if we end bear facts at 55, then we have to end squid facts at 110. Like, that's just how it goes.
Okay.
And then, but then,
I see
110, that would fuck with me.
110?
So 75, 150, 225, 300.
So we got to find 75 facts about something each time?
I would say.
Okay.
That gives a pretty general idea.
I think if you pick something correctly, then yeah, there's plenty of facts to figure out.
Okay.
Well, anyways,
today,
tell your truth.
I think I've mentioned the sloth bear before, but
you have mentioned the sloth bear before.
Actually, you want to do next time? You do the fact next time.
Why?
We could just switch off doing it.
It's your job.
Oh, it's my Okay.
Well, it has been. I mean, we're 55 episodes in, and you've done it every single time.
What's the title of my duty?
Bear chair.
Bear chair. Oh my god, that's got a ring to it. All right. In the bear chair today, we got the sloth bear use their lips like vacuums because they like to eat flowers and tiny little bugs, termites. They'll put their lips up to like a termite hole and just suck all those bitches in.
Yeah. I mean, aardvarks do the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so sloth bears
have vacuum lips.
Vacuum lips.
Yes.
That's pretty nuts. Okay. So there's something that I wanted to talk about yesterday before you wanted to skedaddle. There was another question. Well, actually, it's kind of like an idea. Do you think that Santa Claus's elves should be paid minimum wage?
I don't know the economy of the North Pole, so I don't know if they need money to go buy elf shoes or not. So
I mean, do they just get elf shoes?
I mean, I feel like if they work for Santa, he's got to give them some kind of benefits.
Yeah, the Santa benefits, but I mean, they should be paid minimum wage at least.
For me, it comes back to I don't know what the economy is. Do they need minimum wage?
Do they have a government? So then, do they have freedoms to do whatever
taxes?
they want? Well, I mean, they're just building toys year round. That's their job.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel like no, they wouldn't have taxes. Who would they pay? Santa? They pay Santa taxes? That wouldn't make any sense. So I mean,
I don't know if
I mean, they have to go to the store. They have to go eat.
Yeah. But they work for Santa. What if Santa supplies? He's got a meal plan or something.
Okay, so Santa could have a meal plan, and that's cool. But I still think they should be paid minimum. I mean, do they have a currency? I mean,
toy horses, maybe.
Toy horses are the currency?
I don't know. Bolts.
Okay, real question though. Do you think hot chocolate is better than a chocolate milkshake?
It depends on the weather. Because during the summer, that chocolate milkshake hits.
Yeah, but then
in the winter, that hot chocolate hits.
I disagree. I feel like you can drink hot chocolate in the summer.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
but it just hits better when it's cold outside.
Would you drink a chocolate milkshake right now?
Probably.
Exactly.
I would drink cold drinks year round, no problem.
What about hot drinks year round?
I don't know, because in the summer, like
People like drink tea year round and
tea and
hot
coffee.
tea. Yeah, coffee. So, I mean,
but hot chocolate's just kind of associated with cold times.
Yeah, of course it is. But then a chocolate milkshake, I feel like it doesn't really have any association. You can just drink it year round.
Yeah.
I think hot chocolate's better than a chocolate milkshake, in my opinion.
Yeah, for me, it just depends on, like, right now, I had hot chocolate the last time we were at Ben's. Like, I don't normally get hot chocolate when we're at Ben's.
Yeah. So what do you think?
Probably hot chocolate. I like
chocolate.
vanilla ice cream, and I like vanilla milkshakes.
Okay. Peanut butter or Nutella?
Peanut butter.
You don't like Nutella?
Nutella's amazing. It's not amazing for you. It's so bad for you.
Yeah.
And then peanut butter, on the other hand, can be. Certain kinds will be bad for you, but I'd go with peanut butter.
Peanut butter over Nutella?
I like peanut butter a lot.
Okay. Interesting.
Got a dog, whatnot.
Yeah. That's funny. Well, I'm looking at something. So what did you do today?
I had to replace the back door at Jack and Ginger's. There's a problem there. Also, oh yeah, funny story. I have a little traffic thing that happened today. I was coming up to a red light, and it was 3 lanes. The left lane merges into the middle lane, so then it's just 2 lanes so that the off-ramp of the highway can make the 3rd lane again. And
Okay.
I'm in the middle lane, and there's someone behind me, and the merge lanes are like coming to a stop, but we're right at the end of the merge, like right where it starts to close. We all have to stop, and the person behind me like tries to go around me, but like we're at the end of the merge, like there is no room to go around me. So I kind of just like moved over to the left and like blocked the side so they couldn't. And I watched their hands go up, and I'm like, what are you doing here? Like, what, you're gonna pass me?
It's funny whenever I see someone that I'm driving by and they throw their hands up. It makes me laugh.
Yeah, it gives me a smile.
It's like, really? You're going to throw your hands up in the air like that? Really? Was that necessary?
Have you ever gotten a middle finger?
No, I haven't. Have you?
You haven't been looking.
Probably
Yes. I got a middle finger story. Oh my God. I don't have road rage. I really don't. Like sometimes if I'm having a bad day and there's a shit ton of traffic, yeah, it might get to me, but I don't have like road rage. And I was trying to get somewhere quick. This was literally like a week ago. I can't believe I forgot to tell you. I'm going down 183 and there's this car that like cuts me the fuck off. And I didn't get road rage when he cut me off. I was just like, okay, you're a dick. And so like we get to an opening and I make a break for it and I get around him. And then like, I can't remember exactly how it went, but I looked back and he was giving me a middle finger. And so like I looked back and I gave him a middle finger, and then I saw his other middle finger go up. So I turned around and gave him both of my middle fingers. I was laughing so hard when that ended.
So he gave you one, you gave him one back, then he gave you 2.
And I was like, fuck this guy, I'll give him 2 back.
And you returned 2. That's funny. Was that recent?
Yeah, that was like a week ago, maybe.
A week ago.
A week or 2 ago.
Oh, that's great.
I was on the highway too. Like I looked back with 2 middle fingers. Like,
I was gonna say, how do you do that? Take both your hands off the wheel?
When you can drive with your knee, it helps a lot.
Oh yeah, I do that too. I feel bad for people that can't drive with their knee.
Yeah, it really sucks for y'all.
It's just brutal. Absolutely brutal. I also
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
No, that was my drink.
Yeah, that was your Propel. The watermelon variety, which I don't think is very good.
It's the only flavor they had. It's not amazing, but
I think the best one is the kiwi one.
yeah, the kiwi strawberry is pretty good. I'm just trying not to drink a bunch of sugar.
I like Propel.
It tastes just like it has sugar in it, but it's just got something else that's probably worse for you than
aspartame.
Sugar. Yeah.
Well, actually, it turns out you can ingest as much aspartame as you want. It's not proven to be carcinogenic, which means
So what about ketamine?
I don't know a whole lot about ketamine. Couldn't tell you. Actually, let me see that bottle. I want to see because I think someone bought Propel recently. I think it was Gatorade. Yeah.
Oh yeah, ketamine is for anesthesia.
Yeah. Yeah, Gatorade bought Propel recently. And actually, did they buy Propel? Because I remember it being its own brand, and it came out in I think the late 2000s or the early 2010s. I remember seeing it on the shelves. I've always really liked it.
What were you talking about? What was the brand name?
What do you mean?
You said you saw something on the shelves. Sorry, I was reading something.
Oh, it was in 2000. So Propel hit the market in 2000. So it must have been.
Has it always been made by Gatorade? Or did Gatorade take over?
That's what I'm trying to figure out because I don't think so.
I don't think it's always been made by Gatorade. One thing I just learned about ketamine, the thing that makes you
No, actually, Propel Fitness Water was introduced in 2000 by the PepsiCo company. So Pepsi introduced it, but then in January 2006, Gatorade introduced Propel Calcium to the market. So it's always been owned by Pepsi, and Pepsi owns Gatorade.
Oh.
So yes, so I guess there wasn't a buyout or anything. It's always been owned by Pepsi.
Yeah, that's what's funny. Like when you go to the
Also, it has like a Pepsi-esque bottle. You know what I mean? Like the bottom of it just feels like you're drinking, or like there's Pepsi in here. Like I would think that there is.
Yeah.
How do you feel about like the Gatorade like twist top cap like nipples?
The nipple tips?
The nipple tips. How do you feel about those?
Nipple tips hit different, man. They're so good.
They do.
Like, this has a nipple tip.
It does, but it's not the same kind.
Yeah.
I miss the old Gatorade bottles with like you twist it.
The giant nipple tip.
The giant, and they were orange, and they were awesome. And they had, I don't know.
I don't know
just,
what kind of nipples you like.
Well, okay. So I think they were cool. I don't know why they stopped doing them. Actually, I'm going to look up Gatorade nipple cap and see if something comes up.
Hang on. I accidentally scratched a scab and I need to go get.
You scratched a scab. You're not supposed to do that. I scratched my leg and it was itchy. Oh, I hate it when I do that. I don't know if you all heard. He was like scratching his leg and accidentally hit the scab. And I do that sometimes, and it's so annoying because I don't want to hit the scab. My leg was just itchy, and I just, you completely rip off a scab, and it's like, no thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, I was trying not to get blood on my sock, but I failed.
Do they discontinue it? No, that's the squeeze bottle. Also, have you seen the new Gatorade bottles? The ones where that comes with like little packets, and then you fill up the bottle with water. The Gatorade bottle opens up at the top. You put the packet in, and then you close the cap, and it like smashes like the Gatorade into the water. And then you shake it up. Have you seen that?
So now instead of selling you made Gatorade, they sell you the two pieces. Or they sell you one piece to make the Gatorade, and you make the Gatorade yourself.
You make the Gatorade yourself.
I mean, I know they've always had those tubs of like powder with the scoopers. They do that for all kinds of things.
Yeah, I miss the scoopers.
But you get a bottle, and they send you a packet with the bottle. Is that what you're saying?
Like you can buy the packages individually
to make like one serving. Or
I'll show you. I'll show you. Wait, what? You can buy Gatorade liquid concentrate.
That sounds worse than powder.
That does sound worse than powder. Let's see. I think it's called like Gatorade X or something. X Factor pods. So you put these pods in there. The bottles look like this. I mean, I'm going to try and describe it. So Gatorade X, there's like a little button at the top, and the cap is in two sections. And the top section comes off, and you open it.
It looks just like the Gatorade bottle, the green ones that you see everywhere. They just look a little bit different.
Yeah. So if you go, let's see.
It's just black and orange.
Yeah, it's something special. Oh, wait, are those the gummies?
Oh, dude, I remember those.
Those things are so good. The Gatorade had like these gummies.
Yeah, those were gas.
They were awesome. What the heck? Is that what it's called? I guess it's just the new, GX. I guess that's what it's called, GX.
X Factor.
It's like you buy these pods and you smash them into water, basically. And you use the Gatorade bottle to do it. You just fill it up with water, and there's these pods that you just put in there, crunch it, and I've never used it before, but I've seen someone that's done it.
I mean, is that one pod right there?
Yeah, so I guess you buy a package and it comes with 4 of them. So it makes, if the thing is 32 ounces, it makes 4. So we're talking about
128.
Yeah, 128 ounces. I mean, for $8, it's a lot of Gatorade for $8. 128 ounces. But yeah, that's the new bottles now. I mean, they look very similar. Also, I don't know why we went onto a Gatorade tangent, but
you were talking about Propel.
We were talking about Propel. Gatorade's done some weird marketing too. Have you noticed that? Like over the years, Gatorade has been trying so hard. Oh yeah, here's a good example. Look, so you take the pod and you put it in the top, and then you like smash it. Sorry, I just keep saying the same thing over and over again, but I think it's kind of cool. Would I ever get it? I don't know. Probably not, because I don't drink Gatorade that often. You know what I mean? So let's see. Okay.
Do you want to play some Red Button?
Yeah, we can play some Red Button. Now, before we start, I have a question. What is your favorite Gatorade flavor? And you can only pick one. And there's been a lot of new flavors that have come out over the last 6-7 years. But what's this? The pink one. What is this? Oh yeah, strawberry kiwi. They added that one. And you cannot say the actual flavor. You have to be normal and call it by the color. I'm just kidding. I call all my Gatorade by what they're supposed to be called. They're not supposed to be, but I don't really call the Gatorade blue or red. Actually, I'll take it back. The only Gatorade that I call by the color is blue. Because there's like a couple blue flavors, but they're all good. So I'll just say get a blue one, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I like Frost Glacier Freeze. Frost Glacier Freeze is
a blue one.
Yeah, the light blue one.
That one's good. Yeah. But my personal favorite has always been melon. I love it. It's always been my favorite. Love the melon.
All right. You
can get a Gatorade Zero.
Dude, why are we still talking about Gatorade?
Because I haven't had a Gatorade in years. I miss it.
You haven't had a Gatorade in years?
It's been at least 2 years.
No way.
Yeah. It's been at least a year and a half. I have not had a Gatorade.
All right. I got a question for you.
What's the best Gatorade powder?
Oh, my fucking God.
So lemon, lime, and orange are like the ones you'll find the most.
Yeah.
I guess those are the only 2 flavors of powder you can get.
I mean, it's the same thing as the flavors. It's just powder, whether or not you put enough to make.
But like you can under powder it, or you could overpower it.
Yeah.
And does it make it better? I think the lemon lime under powdered.
You can have all the women you want, but you are super fat.
Is this the button?
Yes.
I wouldn't press it.
You're not gonna press it?
Not gonna press it. No thanks. I think that's a lose-lose situation.
Let's see. 64% of people did not press the button.
Yeah. There's a green flavor of Gatorade?
You become a pro gamer, but you smell and have no friends.
I don't want to be a pro gamer that bad. So no, I would not press it.
20,000 people still were about that.
20,000 people are like, yeah, I want to be a pro gamer.
But 68 were like, fuck that.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel too. I kind of want to buy this Gatorade thing just so I can try out like the pods and like see how it works. Oh, they do a Glacier Freeze pod. What?
You permanently lose your eyesight. You live forever and have eternal youth. I wouldn't
press that. That's a terrible idea.
I wouldn't want to live forever to begin with.
I wouldn't want to live forever blind. That sounds terrible. If you're blind, then I mean, I'm sorry.
God.
Like being blind it's tragic. It really is. But I wouldn't want to be blind.
You have an IQ of 180. You can understand complex equations like quantum mechanics, but you cannot understand simple things like making toast.
No, I wouldn't press that button. Are you kidding me? That would be such a terrible life to live.
God, every question we're getting, no one really. It's always been more people pass.
Yeah, these are easy. These are really easy buttons to not press. This one better be good.
You become happily married to your soulmate. She will die after 10 years.
But she will die after 10 years. Oh, man. Theoretically, if I don't marry this person, would they still die after 10 years? Will they die after 10 years because I married them?
Let's just go with that because after you marry them, they have a 10-year timer.
The clock starts ticking?
That you may kiss the bride. You kiss, starts ticking.
No, I wouldn't press it.
Okay.
And people always say that this stupid phrase, it's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. I think that's dumb. I think that's so stupid. Like, yeah, like I get it. You have the ability to understand what that feels like and know what it feels like, but then after you've lost it, that's a weight that you carry around for basically your entire life. And you're like, wow. And you just sit there and reminisce. Like, that's I don't care for that. But then, like, to never loved at all.
That would fucking blow. But carrying around the weight, that suck. All right, I'm gonna press the button because
You're pressing that button?
Yeah, sure. I believe in love. You'll be an immortal shapeshifter capable of traveling to any fantasy of yours for the rest of eternity. Once a year, everyone will forget about you and every record of you will disappear. So basically, you live forever, but there's never record of you. Every year, it just resets. Anything that was out there just goes away.
So then...
But you can shapeshift and travel into any realm that you want. I would do that.
I understand it's pretty selfish, but yeah, I'd do it.
That sounds pretty fucking lit.
It sounds pretty cool. I mean...
Yeah, more people chose that.
Imagine living in the Call of Duty world. No, Minecraft.
Dude.
Fortnite.
Okay,
Fortnite.
You ruined it.
Fortnite.
You have the ability.
Best game of the year.
I think it's been a good one. You will be able to control time. You age twice as fast.
You can control time, though.
Yeah, that's kind of an oxymoron in a way.
Yeah. I'd press it. If you can control time, you can also reverse aging, even though you age twice as fast. It's like, yeah, I'll control time.
More people chose they would not do it.
I did.
If you could control time, you could kind of have whatever you want.
Exactly. Being able to control time is kind of the ultimate superpower.
Yeah. Yet Thanos still won. You get the perfect body and appearance that you want, but you have to eat something nasty every day. Whether that's moldy,
So define nasty.
Moldy food, ass, I don't know.
You think ass is nasty?
Not really.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Yeah,
I didn't think so.
There's some people that do.
Like an old muffin wrapper? Like, does that count as nasty?
If it's got some blue and white on it.
Oh, God. No, I'm okay. I wouldn't press that button.
Dang. 54-46.
That's pretty close.
Yeah, 54% did not press the button. How long have we been doing this? I'm not trying to do this the whole episode, but like, these are kind of fun though.
I don't know, like 6 minutes.
Okay. You save an infant from a house fire. You get third-degree burns on your entire body.
Third-degree burns?
Third-degree burns on your entire body.
Now, that's a good question because I've always been curious what's worse, like a third degree, a second degree, or a first degree. I think the first degree burns are the worst ones. Oh my God. Do not look up images of third-degree burns.
I kind of am curious.
Don't do it. Third-degree burns or full-thickness burns are a type of burn that destroys the skin and may damage the underlying tissue.
Okay, I did not press enter, and I don't know if I want to after hearing that, but fuck it.
They are more severe than first or second-degree burns and always require skin grafts. Okay, so third-degree burns are the worst.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, they are a serious injury.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, third-degree burns are not fun. Wow, and they always require skin grafts. Jesus. Holy crap.
It's a big scab.
Yeah, so I guess me and Mage are doing everyone a favor right now. Do not look up third-degree burns.
It's really not that bad, but
No, it's pretty freaking gross.
There's some bad ones.
It's pretty upsetting to see.
That's a pussy.
Would I save a child and get third-degree burns? How many and where?
One child.
A child.
Third-degree burns on your entire body.
Does the child have third-degree burns?
No, miraculously, it doesn't have a scratch. You're the only one at stake.
I feel like I say I'd do it, but then I'm sure like when the moment came, I'd chicken out, you know? So I guess I'd press that button.
You'll press it? Okay, I'll press the button. It's a 50-50. Wow. 42,000 people said, fuck that kid.
I almost said that too, just because, good gosh, looking at these burns, okay, I need to stop.
You become immortal, and you no longer age, but you spend the next 50 years in a maximum security prison.
Okay, say that again?
You become immortal and no longer age. You look the same forever.
Okay.
You spend the next 50 years in maximum security. Which, I mean, when you think about that, 50 years compared to the rest of time is such a small fraction.
But do you really want to live forever?
Yeah, no, that's another thing in the question.
I wouldn't press that button. No.
55% of people press that button.
Well, 55 of people want to live forever, and 45% do not.
Why all of these questions are about being immortal? What the fuck? Oh, okay. Well, this one's a little different.
Wait, so you can just pick them? Like
No.
which?
I just do I press the red button and a new one will pop up.
Oh, okay.
You are immortal and you know the meaning of our existence and the one true religion or whatever. You know the reason why we're alive.
So basically you become God.
Yes, you are God essentially, but you cannot communicate that with anyone. It's forever inside you.
You can't communicate it?
Yes, that stays inside you. Yeah, you can't walk in the bar and be like, "I bitches, I'm God."
Well, but then you'd have to convince people. Yeah, I know the truth. People are like, yeah, right. Well, I know it. I know it for sure.
You know how our what's that word for what our currency's backed by?
Nothing. Fiat money?
Yeah, fiat money. Just like fiat money, man. It's backed by my word. I know it.
Exactly. Same thing. So I wouldn't press that button.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to either.
Oops.
58% of people would.
Because people want to know the meaning of life. Everyone does. I'll give you a hint. It's whatever you want it to be.
Okay, this question sucks. I'm just gonna. I wouldn't even do that to begin with. Yeah, 65% of people wouldn't either. You get magical powers.
Okay, what kind of magical powers?
You make that up for yourself.
So I just decide, okay.
But everyone wants to kill you. So basically, you're a superhero.
So I become Batman, basically.
Sure.
I press the button.
56% of people agree with you.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have magical powers. I can do whatever I want. People want to kill me. I'm literally Batman. So, but then again, Batman doesn't have superpowers. But still,
This question is so bad. 80% of people said no. What the fuck?
What was the question?
I'm already past it. I don't want to read it. It's so bad.
Was it that bad, really?
Yeah. It was something about reCAPTCHAs. Like, you never have to do a reCAPTCHA in your life, but then something about what you post on social media does this. I'm like,
Okay, yeah. I don't want to do anything with social media. I'm actually very tempted to delete my Instagram.
I just use it for memes, and
That's what I've been doing too, but also at the same time, I just kind of want to get rid of it. I'm getting tired of it. Anyways,
you have a lifetime supply of your favorite food, but you get obese and die at 41.
no thanks. I can go out and get my favorite food right now if I wanted to.
But you'd have a lifetime supply.
But I get obese and die at 41. No thanks. And my favorite food isn't gluttonous either. So I don't know why I have to be obese and have to die at 41.
Okay, this one's interesting. I'm trying to think of how this actually even works, but your words make everyone love and respect you, but you can't talk to people until they've touched your genitals.
Oh my God.
So how am I gonna get them to touch my dick if I haven't even talked to them yet?
Now here's the thing, what you could do. You could just grab it. Because then they're like, oh, what the heck would you do? And then you can fix everything really quickly.
Yeah, that's one hell of a conversation starter.
They're like, wow, I can see why you did that. Thank you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I do it too.
Oh, 60% of people disagree with us.
I mean, there's nothing in there that says you can't force them to. But then you can fix everything. You can make everything right. And then they'll love you for it.
Oh, these questions are bad.
You're bad. Wait, is this what the Gatorade bottle looked like in the 90s? Wait a minute. What are you looking at?
You have any superpower, you can choose any range of power and like how good it is, but if you have a hurtful, unhelpful, unhappy, or express yourself negatively, you kill everyone brutally.
Everyone.
Yeah,
So then you become the last person alive?
basically. So like if you can have a badass superpower as bad as you want, but if you think one bad thing, you fucking massacre everyone.
There's no way in hell I'm pressing that button. There's no way. Because sometimes I just can't help it. Sometimes some bad thoughts just pop in there and you're like, all right, well, let's not do that.
You're the best cook in the world, but you can't eat any of your own food.
Okay, well, I'll just eat canes.
So you'd press that?
I'd press that button.
Yeah, you can make a lot of money.
Being the best cook in the world, surely.
30,000 people said no.
What was the spread?
63-37, 52,000 agree.
Yeah, I would say.
You're a music star of any genre, but you can't listen to music.
No. I like music too much.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
You are on the right side of that ball.
I know I am. I always am. You know what Gatorade should do? They should go back and make their bottles out of glass again. Because in the 80s and the 90s, they had
Dude, you weren't even alive.
glass. I don't care. I think it's cool. I think having glass bottles is cool.
All right, last one. You get the equivalent of $10 million USD, but someone you know dies.
Someone I know.
It could be anyone. It's like dart of gold on Fortune Street. There's just a wheel and you throw the dart.
Someone's going down.
All right. Yeah, I don't think I would do it.
What does it say? Did you check?
Oh.
No, it's okay.
56% of people agree with you.
Dang. Also, no, I am serious. I am seriously considering getting rid of my Instagram. I might do it soon. But I just like it because there's that's kind of how I get most of my news sometimes. Because I follow some pages that do the news. And some of my friends are on there. It's cool to see pictures of my friends. And then I mostly just look at memes. And it also becomes a time suck. Like, I'll just scroll through it and not even realize that I'm wasting so much time.
Yeah.
And I don't care for it. And I still have it now, but I'm going to say probably pretty soon I'm going to get rid of it.
I still use the only social media I use is Snapchat and Instagram. I haven't posted on Instagram in well over a year. I think it's almost been 2. With Snapchat, I don't even post on my main story. Like I have a private story that has like 20 of my friends on it, and I just post funny shit for them.
Yeah, I still have my Snapchat. I don't think I'd get rid of it anytime soon.
It's kind of just like a way to free text.
Yeah, that too. Yeah. But
That's also like how you buy weed.
is it?
Well, unless you get the plugs mainline.
Yeah, I've never had Twitter. I've never used Twitter.
I've had Twitter at points. I
don't like it.
A lot going on there.
Yeah, I just don't like it. And I don't really understand people that use Twitter. I mean, there's a lot of people that do, and people tweet
it's a very
things.
Big networking platform.
Yeah, but at the same time, I don't like it. I just don't like Twitter. I've never had it, and I don't intend to ever get it.
There's some funny retweets you'll see, but
yeah, like you'll see memes from other platforms that have Twitter
retweet.
Yeah, exactly. And that's okay. That's fun sometimes. But no thanks. And also now that Jack Dorsey's gone and this socialist Indian guy has now stepped in. Actually, I don't even know if he's Indian, but he's kind of in my opinion, he's kind of a nut job. And I also don't appreciate the way that they silence people. And it doesn't make any sense. But even then, I just don't like social media that much in the first place. I think it's toxic.
Yeah.
I think it does more worse than good. Because there's good things. We've talked about this before. There's good things about social media, but there's more bad things, in my opinion. Because really what it does, it just makes people put on a face that doesn't accurately represent who they are. They just kind of want to have an appearance. They want to appear a certain way. And so, like, whenever you see someone in public, you get a feeling for who they really are. Like you can do that better. You can do that better. You can try to understand someone a lot easier, genuinely, in person. You can on social media, because social media, you're putting out things that you want people to see.
Yeah.
Because when you're in public, you're not always going to be able to control what people see about you. But on social media, you can. You can pick exactly what you want people to see. And that's disingenuous and toxic, in my opinion. Because then it makes other people think that's who you really are. Because you post these super cool, extravagant pictures, and you look really good in front of, some cool place. But I just, it's not for me. It's not for me. I don't condone it. But then we're the generation that grew up with it, so
yeah.
We're kind of the guinea pigs.
You gonna give your kid a tablet?
No. Hell no.
God, that's the one thing I hate to see. It's just like
a kid on a tablet in public.
They lay on random things and just like stare at the tablet. They don't even look where they're going.
Yeah.
So I'm like, look up. Like,
just slap it out of their hands. Slap it straight down. Look up. There's a world around you. Yeah. Also, they should bring back these Gatorade bottles. These are the ones I miss the most. Over here.
Oh, yeah, those are
the OG Gatorade bottles.
Yeah.
The ones that were green and had like the orange bolt through the middle of them and had like that kind of dome cap on them. I miss those.
You can make a penis in the snow out of those.
Well, you can do that with the little ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain that, Gatorade.
Explain that, Gatorade. Did you know there was a Gatorade Light? I think that came out in the 90s, it looks like. Because that's a glass bottle. They kept doing glass bottles into the 90s. And then the ribbed nipple top ones, those came out in like 2004. I think I saw that earlier. It's kind of interesting, the evolution of Gatorade. And then, you know where it came from, right?
What? The Water Boy.
No, not the Water Boy.
Gatorade.
I forgot about that.
H2O.
Captain Insano.
Captain Insano shows no mercy.
How do you remember that much from that movie?
I can't remember what else the devil. Gatorade. I know Gatorade's the devil. Is her name Missy?
Football. Football's the devil.
Football is the devil. Is Missy? Is that her name?
Yeah, I think so.
Missy's the devil for sure.
She is the devil.
I'm trying to think.
Do you know the origin of Gatorade?
I don't. I said the Water Boy.
1965. You know where it came from? Like where?
No.
Geographically? Gator.
Probably came from Florida.
Florida Gators. There's a team of scientists invented a sports drink to quench thirst in a University of Florida lab. So, some scientists made Gatorade to quench thirst at the University of Florida. And then I want to say, when did PepsiCo buy Gatorade? I don't know why this became the Gatorade episode, but I just cannot.
This is the Gatorade episode.
I have not stopped talking about it. I just think it's so fascinating.
This guy gets fascinated by Gatorade.
It's I don't know, because it's been around like as long as we've known.
Yeah, so is Coca-Cola.
Well, Coca-Cola.
Do you know what Coca-Cola was originally?
Yes. Coca-Cola. Don't throw things at me. Let's see. The Quaker Oats Company
I want muffins.
purchased Gatorade in 1983 for $220 million, following a bidding war with Pillsbury.
Pillsbury?
Pillsbury was trying to buy Gatorade, but then Quaker Oats bought them.
But Quaker Oats and Pillsbury, they own so much.
They really do. In the first 2 decades of production, Gatorade was primarily sold and distributed within the United States. Beginning in the 80s, the company expanded distribution of Gatorade, venturing into Canada in 84 and Asia in 87. Let's see. In 2001, the multinational food and beverage company PepsiCo acquired Gatorade's parent company, the Quaker Oats Company. Oh, so then PepsiCo bought Quaker Oats, and Quaker Oats owned Gatorade for $13 billion. In order to add Gatorade to its portfolio of brands. So Pepsi didn't even want Quaker. They just wanted Gatorade.
Wow. That is.
They're like, we want Gatorade, but how do we get Gatorade?
We got to buy Quaker.
We got to buy Quaker. So they bought Quaker for $13 billion. Let's see. But
that's boat money.
PepsiCo had also recently developed Allsport, which it divested of shortly following the Quaker acquisition to satisfy antitrust regulations. But then they had Propel that came out. So they introduced Propel, and then they bought Quaker almost in the same year. Or they bought Gatorade and Quaker in the same year. So that's kind of cool.
All right, let's move on to another topic. I bet you $5 we make it back to Gatorade at some point.
Gatorade revealed the Gatorade Energy Bar in 2001. Have you seen those, the Gatorade Energy Bars?
Yeah, I've seen those.
That's what I'm saying. Like, Gatorade has done so much, like branding and marketing, and
Are you kidding me? Bic Lighters has done so much branding and marketing. Their most recent campaign had Martha Stewart and fucking Snoop Dogg on it.
Okay, that's the only thing you can remember, though.
They came out with a new logo.
You remember like the Gatorade like pouches that were like super sweet, and they were smaller. You don't remember those?
Okay. Dude, my brain is going numb talking about Gatorade.
So they had Gatorade, they had G2, and then
I think there was G3.
there's not G3.
There had to be G3. And then they make it all the way to like a G6. Yeah.
No, shut up. So,
Now.
oh, because you remember Gatorade did this thing where they had Prime, Perform, and Recover. Like they had the three, right? That's what I'm talking about. Prime, the original, like the first one you're supposed to drink. It was like super sweet, had a bunch of energy in it.
You're supposed to drink that one during.
No, you're supposed to drink regular Gatorade during, and then Recover. You drink that after the game. So you can buy all the Gatorade products, and you'll be the best on the field at all times or on the ice. I'm also starting getting into hockey recently.
Hockey.
I originally started getting into hockey when I was in Kansas. Yeah, because my Canadian roommates. And I liked it. We started watching, we had like a watch party over at one of our teammates' place. And what you doing?
It was my fault.
Yeah, that was your fault. Also, you got to get that bottle out of here.
Yeah.
Anyways, so we watched the playoffs, and they were teaching me how hockey works. I was like, oh, this is kind of cool. And so I followed it kind of and watched the playoffs. I was rooting for the Vegas Knights because it was the first team the first year that they existed. And then after that, I kind of, stopped watching hockey. It's been a few years. But then recently, like here in the last couple months, my roommate, Henry, who's been on here, Henry Driscoll, introduced me to NHL, like the game, the sports game. And so I had no idea how to play. He just kind of showed me like, yeah, you do these things and you skate around. You're obviously trying to score goals. And so I started playing it and I got pretty good at the game. And now, like whenever I watch hockey highlights, I can like totally appreciate like guys like, making sick slappers around the net. It was actually really cool because then like you'll see like, what's it called? Not a face-off. Shootout. Like there was this because you go to a shootout after overtime. So if you go to overtime and overtime expires and you're still tied, then you go to a shootout. You know what that is? You've seen that before? Where it's like one guy on the ice, he's got the puck and he's moving towards the goalie and he's got to make a shot.
Okay, I've probably seen that.
You've probably seen it. And because it was cool because then basically after three, each team gets 3 tries. Whoever scored more goals wins. But if it's tied, you just keep going until someone scores and someone doesn't. And so it'll just keep going and going. I think it was the Flames.
Like football in overtime.
Not in the NFL. NFL, it'll end in a tie. College football does not end in a tie. It'll just go. It will just keep going. College football, there's no ties. But yes, same concept. And I think it was the Calgary Flames and the Penguins. And they were in this shootout. This was probably about 3 or 4 days ago. And they were in the shootout, and no one was scoring any goals. And the first 3 shots, no one made any. So they went to the 4th, went to the 5th. It's getting really intense. Like, someone's got to score a goal. And I think the Flames scored, and then the Penguins didn't. And that was the game. It was awesome. It was really cool. But I started to like hockey a lot, too. Hockey's fun.
I'm a big hockey guy now.
And you know what? They probably drink a lot of Gatorade.
What's your favorite team? Or are you not that deep yet?
No, I like the Knights. I'd say the first team that I ever really rooted for was the Knights. So yeah, I'm a Knights fan because I like the Stars. I'll root for the Stars just because they're the only team in Texas, the Dallas Stars. I would say I probably root for the Stars, but more so the Knights. I think the Knights are my team. I like the Knights just because they were underdogs. It was in 2017. They were an expansion team. And then there's a new expansion team, I think this season, the Seattle Kraken, which I think is a cool name. That's what the Washington football team should do. They should come up with something cool like that, the Kraken. Talking about like the big octopus? Yeah. That's cool. Washington football team. Get creative, please.
The Washington Western Lowland Gorillas.
Exactly. The Washington Western Lowland Gorillas. You were about to say something?
Yeah, I got a red button for you.
Oh. Okay.
You changed gender, but so does everyone else.
Oh, man. I'd press that button. That'd be fun. That would just be fun for everybody.
Only 41% of people agree with you.
I'm gonna say like that would just be kind of funny just to see what that would be like.
That's funny.
I would press that button. Let's see. Oh, they started doing that in 2010.
You get a lifetime supply of Gatorade.
But
It's your least favorite flavor.
I mean, I'd do it. I get tired of it for sure, but I'd do it. I think my least favorite flavor
Fruit punch.
is probably fruit punch. And I know that's controversial because I know a lot of people like fruit punch.
Like fruit punch.
I don't. I just don't. I'd rather drink Hawaiian punch. I like Hawaiian punch,
Yeah, Hawaiian punch is gas.
but fruit punch, Gatorade.
And then kind of right behind that is grape.
I think grape is one of the better flavors. I remember growing up and drinking grape.
Last time I had grape, I was throwing up. So, like, I just don't remember grape with a good time.
That's fair. That's fair. But also lemon lime isn't that good.
Dude, lemon lime schmacks.
I don't think so. I would say it's probably my least favorite would be fruit punch.
Orange.
I kind of like orange.
Warm orange. Have you ever had warm orange?
Yes. I think I've had every flavor of Gatorade warm just because it sits in a bat bag somewhere in a dugout and it just gets warm.
Mango is so good.
Mango's good, but I think melon.
Melon.
I like melon.
Melon.
Oh, you're talking about, okay, you were talking about melon.
Melon. Melon's so good.
Do you like the cucumber one?
Haven't had it in a long time.
I remember playing baseball and being younger and trying it and be like, this is disgusting. This doesn't even taste like Gatorade. It's so bad. But I think a few years ago, I tried it again. I was like, yeah, it's not that bad. Like, it's really not.
I think it was Dave was saying his uncle, like that's the only flavor of Gatorade he drinks is cucumber.
He only drinks the cucumber Gatorade.
Yeah.
And you would think, based on how it tastes, there's less sugar in it because it doesn't taste that sweet, but it's still got a bunch of sugar in it.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why I haven't had Gatorade in a while, is just because it's so darn sweet. Wait a minute. There are 34 grams of sugar in one 20-ounce bottle of regular Gatorade. The USDA's recommended daily maximum of added sugar per person is about 50 grams. According to the American Heart Association, the recommended maximum amount of sugar for women is about 6 teaspoons and about 9 teaspoons for men. So basically, if a woman drinks an entire 20-ounce bottle of Gatorade, the American Heart Association would say that's too much sugar.
20 ounces.
Like those little 20-ounce Gatorade bottle, if a woman drinks the whole thing, the American Heart Association's like, that's too much sugar. But I guess that's like added sugar. You know what I mean? Like,
easily.
that's the thing we talk about in my nutrition class. Is like one of the biggest things is just, if you look, one of the biggest things about nutrition is added sugar. So you'll see like a drink or a food that says, it's usually drinks. So like, especially the juices, like orange juice, apple juice, grape juice.
All the juices.
You'll look at it and it says this much sugar. That's sugar. Not really. That's not real. Like, let's say we're talking about apple juice. It says there's 13 grams of sugar. It's like, yeah, okay, that's the apples. But then you look at
Added sugar.
And
it says like 37.
Exactly. They put a bunch. So that's what they started doing recently on the labels. They had to start doing that, I think, in like 2018. They changed the rules. The USDA was like, I guess it is the USDA. They said that, they keep changing the labels. There's going to be new labels coming out at the end of this year too. They keep changing the labels on the packaging just to keep people informed. Right. And I think that's fair. I think fair. And they also changed the way that the nutrition facts is structured. So calories is big and bold now. Yeah. And they bold in things that you should look at. So they'll put like added sugar, bolded, protein, iron, calcium, stuff like that. And then all the other stuff like, saturated and
magnesium,
saturated and unsaturated fats. I mean, they're important. I mean, as long as you don't go overboard, you're fine. But anyways.
Okay, but how about this? You have infinite knowledge, but you're infertile.
That's fine. I'd adopt a kid. I press that button. Is it a button? Question?
Yeah.
Yeah, I press that button.
Okay. Whoever wrote this question, there is something wrong with you. You could have sex in public, but it wouldn't be so good. What would having sex in public be good to begin with? Like,
Why would you feel inclined to have sex in public?
yeah, I mean, there's something wrong with the person that made this question.
How often do they have sex in public?
I feel like they have sex in public.
Like all the time.
Yeah, there's no way.
There's no way they don't. I feel like that's the only way they have sex is in public. And
They definitely press the button.
they're like, yeah, I mostly have sex at home, but whenever I have in public, I love it whenever it's in public.
But it wouldn't be so good.
But it wouldn't be so good.
I would not.
Yeah, I think a lot of people would.
I prefer my public sex to feel good,
I prefer public sex. Wait a minute. Early Gatorade advertisements claim that the drink moves through the body 12 times faster than water. Oh, that's funny. Research found that this was not true. Gatorade moves through the body at the same speed as water. That's funny. Gatorade removed the claim from its advertisements, as they rightfully should have. I don't know why they even said that in the first place. You have another button?
Yeah, I got a good one. You communicate with aliens, but you get put into a mental hospital.
I don't know that I want to talk to aliens that bad. You know what? How about this? I'll look at it this way. If an alien wants to talk to me, then they'll come talk to me. All right? Other than that, I'm not wasting my time. Why are you making that face?
There's no regulation on these questions.
Clearly not.
You can revisit any point of time in history. Once a year, you have to spend 2 weeks in a Nazi concentration camp.
So basically, you die.
You might.
Once a year for 2 weeks.
Once a year for 2 weeks. But you can revisit any point in time. What if you went back in time to visit a Nazi concentration camp?
What if you went back in time and killed Hitler, and then the Nazi concentration camps wouldn't have happened?
But then Muhammad Ali's a businessman if you do that.
I'd press the button. I'd do it.
A lot of people disagree.
Really?
62%.
I'd press the button. I want to see what life was like in different eras.
Yeah, there is zero regulation on these questions. You become incredibly wealthy and attractive, but only homosexual males find you attractive. What if a girl was pressing this button?
I'm going to say, well then, if you're a girl and only homosexual males find you attractive, and if you're straight,
you ain't getting no sex.
then he becomes straight because he likes,
yeah,
homosexual male would like a female.
Yeah.
So then it's a win-win for a girl. If a girl's pressed with the button, then she wins. Like, she wins life.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't because I'm not homosexual.
Agreed. 58% of people do not press that button. So that means 58% of people are not gay. That's what that means. I'm just kidding.
So there's a lot of people out there that are gay, apparently. And whatever, that's okay. Let's see. Interesting. When you were in high school, did any of your teachers make you watch the movie Hotel Rwanda?
Mm-hmm.
You watched that movie?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm just scrolling through the Gatorade Wikipedia page, and it goes, in the aftermath of the 1994 Rwandan genocide, aid agencies were struggling to save the lives of thousands of Rwandan refugees dying of dehydration due to cholera in camps in eastern, I think it's Zaire. The aid agency, AmeriCares, was heavily criticized for choosing to provide Gatorade as a form of oral rehydration solution. But while Gatorade might be good for athletes, it's not good for cholera. said Dr. Michael Toole.
All the buttons you have pressed on this site will actually do what they are said to, but all of them.
You have to press all of them?
If I press the button, then all the red buttons I've pressed will actually do what the red button said they would do.
So when I go back in time, yeah, press that button. I'll go back in time. What happens if you just press it and all of a sudden, boom?
So I can just tell that majority guys write these questions.
What is it? Is it slanted?
You can drive any car you want, but you can't bring a girl into it.
Yeah, I think a guy wrote that question. I'm going on a limb here.
What's the point of driving a cool car if you can't put a girl in it?
No babes. No babes in the car. It's so cool though. You pull up to a stoplight or stop sign. You're like, hey babe, come get in my car. It's so cool. She's like, oh, I would, but you know I can't. You know I can't do that. You're breaking the rules. But it's so cool. It's such a cool car.
You gain very powerful and exact telekinetic powers, but all 5 of your senses are dulled by 75%.
You said telekinetic?
You have powerful exact telekinetic powers, yes. But all of your senses are down by 75%.
That's a lot. I wouldn't press that. Telekinesis is cool though. Like, you know how cool that is, right? Being able to move things with your mind. Being like, yeah, I got the Force, Luke. I possess the Force. You can move things around, but then like you can't really feel things, can't really see things or hear things or taste things or smell things.
This is a question
or see ghosts
for you, because I don't know anything about Harry Potter. Magic will become as real as in the Harry Potter universe.
That'd be cool.
And you get 10,000 free galleons. Do you know what a galleon is?
Yeah.
I don't.
It's currency.
Oh. But you stay in the same place, the current time and place you are now. So basically everyone else gets to have fun but you.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
But you have 10,000 free galleons. But you cannot move.
But I can't. She's saying I can't go to.
You have to sit in that chair.
Oh, so I'm like stuck in place.
Current time and place where you are now. You stay there.
So everyone gets to have fun but me? Go play around with magic and ride Pegasus and unicorns? Yeah, press it. Why not? I'll go have fun.
Guys, write these questions, man. You can sleep with any 5 women you want for 10 hours straight, but you will die 1 hour after it's over.
Hell no. That sounds terrible.
I only want to sleep with one woman. She has a really good personality.
Not even that. It's like, is having sex with 5 people worth dying for?
I mean, depends. What's that lineup looking like?
Even then, no thanks.
I mean, like, if we got Lizzo lead off, then
Lizzo batten lead off.
Shit. Guy, I know for a fact that guys write.
Okay, clearly guys are writing these questions.
You become any animal you want, real or fictional, but you're a female of that species, and you live a long life strictly for breeding.
A long life of just breeding. Strictly for breeding. No thanks.
Yeah, that's a little fucked.
That's a little much.
You live in Hawaii, but you have a unibrow.
Shave it.
You have a unibrow.
Shave it.
63% of people will not do that.
Really? That's a lot of people who don't want to live in Hawaii and who don't want unibrows.
You can choose one thing and you'll become the best at it in the world, but you suck at everything else.
I choose to be good at everything. I choose to be good at one thing, which is everything. Actually, I choose to be good at life. How about that? I can be as vague as I want to be.
Dude, what the fuck are these questions?
All right. One more.
Yeah, I know. I'm just skipping through. I'm trying to get one more good one. You have an unlimited amount of food, water, electricity, internet, whatever, for the rest of your life, but socks and shoes cease to exist.
I'd press it. I would. I'd press that button.
60% of people agree with you.
Yeah. Okay, last bit.
Actually, I got one more. You can have sex with anybody you want in the world, but that person would have the mind and voice of one of your parents.
Okay, say that one more time.
You can have sex with anyone you want in the world, but that person possesses the mind and voice of either mom and dad.
Hell no. That's no. No.
Damn. Holy shit. 24% of people said fuck it.
24% of people are like, you know what?
That's a cool 17,000.
That's a 17,000 people are like, you know what? I might just do that.
Yeah,
I feel like there's a lot of them that don't understand what the question's even asking them.
yeah.
They don't comprehend.
That's a pretty interesting question.
Let's see.
You got something about Gatorade?
Kind of.
I knew it.
In 2002, the Coca-Cola Company introduced Powerade Option to the United States in response to Gatorade's popular Propel. Option is a low-calorie sports drink. Have you ever heard of Powerade Option?
Powerade Option?
Yes.
Yeah.
You heard of it?
Yeah, I've gotten it. It's like Powerade Propel, basically.
You've had it. I've never heard of Powerade Option.
Are you serious?
Serious.
Hang on. Let me see if I'm thinking of the same thing.
I'm just telling you, I don't think.
I don't know if I had.
Oh, that's an old bottle. They definitely discontinued it.
Yeah, definitely. I haven't had Powerade Option, but they have Powerade that's exactly like Propel. I've had it before. It's all right.
I miss the old Powerade bottles. Those were cool.
The old logo.
Yeah. Sweetened with high fructose corn syrup, sucralose, to provide sugar-conscious consumers with another rehydration choice. Powerade Option took 30% of the fitness water category behind Propel's 42%. Interesting. In 2009, Coca-Cola bought Glacio, the company that owns Vitamin Water and Smart Water, for $4 billion.
All right, I got a red button that I just thought of.
You can never talk about Gatorade ever again.
But no, I'm just kidding. You meet and marry your soulmate, but they hate everything that you like.
Then they wouldn't be my soulmate.
It's your soulmate, man.
I met my soulmate online. You're just jealous because I've been chatting online with babes all day. No, I would not press that button. That's a terrible idea. Let's see.
Do you not care that I got to around 142 on Balloons Tower Defense?
I don't think a whole lot of people would care about that.
I care.
Hard to say. Hard to say. Okay. I was looking through Powerade, but there's really nothing to say about Powerade. It's pretty...
It's just so, like, insufficient compared to fucking...
Gatorade. I mean, it was introduced in 1988 by Coca-Cola, and the same year that it was introduced, it was a sponsor of the Olympics. You know, Coca-Cola's got a lot of money. They could say, yeah, we'll throw Powerade out there. But Gatorade had been around for so long before that. Gatorade's just superior. I also put most sports drinks on a spectrum. Some are sweeter, some taste better than others. I feel like Gatorade is like the balancing factor in the middle.
Mario.
Sure.
Like just that all around.
Yeah. And then Powerade was like more on the bitter side. You know how Powerade's kind of bitter, not super sweet, but it's still sweet.
Yeah. It has that.
Kind of on the lower end. And then usually like a gas station branded sports drink are usually super sweet.
Yeah.
They're usually really sweet. Okay. Anyways, enough about Gatorade.
I think it's been a good one.
Okay.
Catch us later for another premium.
Another premium. Well, yeah. I'm glad the Gatorade episode went so well.
Gatorade and red buttons.